What's up to all my followers out there? Obviously, this is a big game tonight. Going up against our most hated rivals, ooh, it's gonna be tough. So before I sign off, I wanna ask Xander who he's rooting for tonight.
Man, don't drag me into this.
For y'all who don't know, Xander doesn't like to openly root for me. Can you believe that? He says he has to stay objective because he's a filmmaker and he can't risk getting too close to his material, I think is how he put it.
I hope you destroy him.
Well, we'll dive more into Xander's feelings later. I'm out of here. Peace. Yo, bro. Who was that about?
Drew Robinson. That was about Drew Robinson. I went to grad school at USC, went to start school. There was a lot of support for my work. Within the department, professors liked me. There was another student there. He didn't have a fraction of my talent. His parents had a lot more money.
Drew Robinson.
Yeah, exactly. It was this big student film competition.
Just about game time, bring the pain time.
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's a look at some stats for MP.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey is the one, with White by his side at the 2. Luz Ellis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Edwards out there with MP. And it's Reed in at the 5. And no shortage of sharp shooters for either of these teams.
And that allows you to be explosive and run up the scoreboard. So this game could be decided just by who's making the most shots. I mean, that's simplistic, but it's true. May the best percentage win.
And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
Well, MP and his team know how important these games are and how much a win in a game like this means to the fans. So far, they've taken care of business, but still have plenty of these rivalry games left. MP's got to be on his A game. Rivalry games are hard enough as it is.
All right, now let's go courtside for a story on MP's remarkable season.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
That's a good approach.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Outside White. To end the run. McDaniels with the rebound.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
MP, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Lopez. Over Giddey. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Takes a three. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Oh, a great move by MP. Lopez has got 12 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago. From the high post. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I will.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. Outside White. Chicago passing it around. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Good! Another from 3.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. Pass to Buzelis to win the drought. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 15. Down low. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Charity stripe shot, and it's Giddey missing.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
The Bulls trail by 17. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
You know, Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
The offensive rebound. Shot is good by Edwards.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened. They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Giddey. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Randall, good.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
From deep, Giddey. No good on the shot. And so it's MP making things happen for the Timberwolves. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, here's Joe. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Clark. And it's Lopez in for Highland. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. The Timberwolves lead by 17. A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards on the perimeter. And it's MP in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
No way, says Gobert. Saves the play and ends it on his turn.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He contributed 42 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention. that it opens up opportunities for others.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Randall, the pass to MP. Stolen by Giddey. And there's the drive. Good on the shot. Giddey's got his third basket on the night right there.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
And here's Lopez. Connects again from distance.
And this is amazing. I mean, that moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this does not happen very often. Here's Vucevic. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Jones with a screen on Gobert. Back to Jones. Three-pointer. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Nas Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels comes in for DiVincenzo. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Giddey on the money with the jumper. Giddey's got 9 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Bulls trail by 18. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Giddey. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Stolen by Giddey. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
And he sinks the second. Now here's MP. He's got 27. And again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Vucevic. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Well, you see their focus on the glass, getting second chance points on one end and preventing them on the other.
That's been just one of the... And now to some other news. And that's a wrap on.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that's often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. White and Okoro are the wings. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis, and it's Giddey in at the point. White hits them both. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Lets it go from 11. And it's Giddey missing. The Timberwolves lead by 13. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most made threes in a season. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect. For an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Okoro with the ball. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Buzelis' shot is good.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
And here's Lopez from the arc. Fires in the triple. Lopez has got 38 points.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
White for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Outside McDaniels. From deep, MP gets the 3 to fall. Lopez has got 41.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hey, you know, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Fires from deep. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind, he is a Hall of Fame player." Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in for McDaniels. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic, a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Okoro. White for 3. He drops it from range. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about Kobe White with the answer 3?
And here's MP from outside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Then for Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Herter. Okoro comes in for Dosunmu. And Giddey's subbed in for Jones. They got Bones Highland. Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's MP, and it's Clark in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Nice work by MP. He gets to his spot and cashes in.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. All right, let's head to the sidelines. We've got some news on Nikola Vucevic. How's he doing, Allie?
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Bulls. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward. Guys?
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way.
Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Hey, expanding his range. Chicago with a rebound. Okoro with the ball. Now guarded by MP. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. From downtown, hits the trifecta. Lopez has got 55.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Okoro outside to halt the run. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their and again for 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. And for Minnesota, they're shooting very well. 66% for the game. And look, hits yet again. Wow!
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. The shot by Buzel is no good. Lopez in the post. He's another bucket. Wow!
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it.
It makes his presence felt from distance, Kobe White.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new 2nd place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Now over to Dominic Hamel.
16 plus in the win for you. Was I seeing things, or did you leave a few points on the board out there? It felt like you could have hit 70 if you wanted.
I took a lot of good shots, and I made a good share. I'm not trying to be greedy, Dominic. Everyone needs to eat. At a certain point, you got to leave well enough alone, or the basketball gods are going to get you.
Well, no one wants that, MP.
Definitely not me. Alrighty.
Over to you, B.A.
Thank you, Dominic. And that's going to do it.
Hey, hold that L, Drew. Too bad Mommy and Daddy couldn't buy this one for you like they bought your way through grad school. Hey, Drew, what's it like filming and knowing there's a loser on the other side of the lens, huh? Is that how that team feel about you?
Chill, Zan. Dang, my boy is steamed over here, y'all.
NBA is no joke, okay? For real, it's no joke. But MP going out there putting up points like that, as a rookie, he's different, man. He's different.